Hello, this is Chess with Bill. It's day 5. And here we go. Let's see if I can play not the wrong move immediately. Okay, I'm playing the English c4. Not some weird whatever I played yesterday. That review yesterday really opened my eyes as to the mistakes, many of the mistakes I'm making. Says myself when I make a mistake. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Distraction. Okay, so just paying attention to the board. What is going on? What am I trying to do here? So I've got this line here open. I've got this pawn here trying to deflect the side. I'm essentially playing the Sicilian for white. He's got this strong pawn chain, which means he's going to be attacking this way, right? He's assuming I'm castling on the king side, which I am, of course. Just normal openings. I have this and I have this. Those are my current ideas. I'm going to open up this way. So he's coming that way. I think that's just to get the bishop out of the way. And of course, I'm going to break a rule of mine, my new rule of not just doing tactics in the beginning. But what does this do? Does he just pop there? Is it just weakening my king side? These are questions I probably don't need to be asking. Maybe when I'm reviewing and practicing for games, but not right now. So I would like to castle before I do e4. Why? I was told that. Also, it's 2 on 1. This is good to know. There's this move. Since he doesn't have this bishop here, I think I actually can play this, and it opens this up. So I'm delaying castling. Giving him a little bit less control of the center, maybe. So if I go here, this bishop actually blocks my little redirect. No, it doesn't, because I have this. So what happens if I come here, or do I castle? I can do that. What if he pushes? I come over here. Yeah, I think I can do this. Now, why? One, I want to open up the bishop. Two, I'm threatening doing this kind of thing. Three, I'm threatening his center. Maybe castling was better. I was telling my chess coach the other day. It's funny, like, I can think ahead a little bit. Oh, is he gonna castle queen side? Oh, that salty man or person. So, or maybe he's just defending the pawn. I don't over defending the pawn. I'm gonna castle. Now, what I just did, I wasn't really thinking. I'm on autopilot, which is the problem right now because I didn't think about it. So I've got 1, 2, and while I have 3, he's got 1, 2, and 3 on this pawn. 1, 2, and 3 on this pawn. He's threatening this guy. I could move here. I think I'm going to move there. Yeah. Okay, so he takes. Shall I take this way? Yeah, let's take that way. I want to save the bishop. I did just block my bishop, but... Okay, he comes around that way. So I was hoping he would do this. Oops. I have a check. I don't know if the check's so great. This is under fire, although I can take back, doubles the pawns, it sucks. What happens after this check? He's got to respond to it. He can do this, but then I have a problem there. Okay. I could come this way. This is defended that way. Take. Okay, let me think about this. I'm getting dumb tactical here. I could just move the bishop back. I'm thinking about e4. What happens after e4? I think it's bad because I come here. Let's say he attacks this way. Check. I've got to respond. I take with the queen. He attacks with the bishop. I take back. He takes this way. Right? This is going to fall. Okay, so I see. I think pushing that pawn actually. I mean, it was myopic. I didn't take into account he could just move the knight that direction. I thought he was going to move this way. Oops. Okay, so he allows the pawn. There's this. There's also getting the queen over here. But the king doesn't have a ton of defenders. So I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering about this. How does he defend against that? There. I've got that, of course. This also protects this pawn. And then, of course, I could like come here or something, or even push here. Okay, let me think. The situation's different now that the bishop's back here, right? See, after that, takes maybe, takes this way. It's pretty much the same thing, and I don't want to do any of that maneuver. So I'm thinking this. I've also got that. I'm thinking this, and then that. Well, hold on a second. If I come here, it's not really threatening that move. It's really not. That's a little bit more threatening, but then you have that, and it just kind of shuts it down. So what am I thinking? And then, of course, I have this. What happens after this? I mean, he has 9 minutes to my 3.5. This knight is probably a little... I mean, it is important. It's protecting this pawn right now. And I'm not really developing. This guy is developing. I'll give him that. Maybe here. Right, so he's protecting. He's redirecting that guy. Right. This just blocks my bishop. And he's protecting right here, right? There, take, and then this happens. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Okay, my idea was here. Thinking a little slower today. Right, so he comes around that way. My idea here was this. I've also got a check there, which he moves that way. Just takes that way. Could come here and then that way. Check. No. Two minutes. Need to play the chess game. This doesn't work. Check just gets him there. I need more pieces over here. This buttons that up, but it also starts to trap my queen. I'm gonna go there. Oh, I didn't even consider this move. I just looked at it because I was like, oh yeah, what can that bishop actually do right now? I mean, if the center starts breaking, the bishop will be important, but he's got light squared problems, and his bishop is not really good right now. But he's got a lot of time, and I have to break down his position if I'm going to do anything. Don't want to go here. I think this would be the move. Okay, so he moves that way. Interesting. Okay, so he avoided that check. Fine. Let's just give him the old pawn treatment. Probably move here or something. Which I think I can drop down that way. If he does. And that sort of opens it up for maybe something else. Could also push his knight. He's got that mode. That would have been a nice tactic. Push the knight. Well, no, never mind. He's got multiple knights. I think he'll attack the queen here. He's up +2. What? I am not. I didn't realize he was up +2. Wow, I just totally lost an exchange and didn't even realize that I did it. So the one good thing about pushing the knight is it frees up that square. Okay, so where does this guy want to go? I think she's got to come all the way back here. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm thinking slow today. Huh. All right, so push this knight. What was the idea? This is a problem here. Again, didn't even think about it. Could come up here after he moves there. Oh, he's deflecting there. Interesting. So this was kind of my idea. He's not got that check right yet. What happens after that? I'm trying to be a bully with these pawns, but I'm not developed enough really to do this. I don't think anyway. This guy's kind of a champ right now. That would be a big weakness. What am I doing? Maybe here. Dum, dum, dum. I got 59 seconds. Lord. Or maybe even up here. No, that just gets taken immediately. Duh. Huh. Okay, so what happens after this check? What is he going after here? That? Take, and then he comes down that way? Okay, so I check. He just moves out of the way, right? He moves over there, and I really don't have anything. And then this is a problem. All right. Don't want to move this. 30 seconds, yo. Curses. Yeah. And he's starting to trap my queen too, isn't he? I got 15 seconds, yo. It at least gets away from the fork. And protects the rook. And opens up this guy. Just don't have enough time. It also blocks this and defense against this. All right, so he's attacking multiple times. I'll check him because what else do I have to do? Right. I got nothing. Nothing here. Fuck. All right. Well, that's exemplary of where I am. At least he went over 1100. It's good for him. Yeah, I just got outplayed real bad. And I'm thinking so slowly. I mean, I think we were on move like 3 or 4, and I was down to like 4 minutes. Like, I'm just brain dead today. So let's review. Also, I'm talking too much. I need to shut up. Dude, I played a 48. I think that's maybe the worst I've played ever. Someone will have to look that up. I think that's the worst I've ever played. I kind of had a little bit of an advantage, but look at all those mistakes. Just all over the place. So where did it start? There's one exchange. Okay, so that was a mistake. It's a little too quick. And I let my knight just get... Interesting. So it wants the queen there. Because he opened up for like a kingside castle, I guess. I kind of want to see, why is this so good? It wins tempo. Yeah, and my exchanges are just not in, man. Like, they're not in. I lost an exchange and didn't even realize I'd lost the exchange. Should have doubled the pawns. So that actually was the move. My tactics of attacking the king. It's one of the things my chess coach and I were talking about in this last lesson. He was like, you need to really practice just basic principles of attacking the king. You know, moving your pieces towards the king, piling up on the king. Stop trying to go for these crazy tactics, which is what I was doing the entire time though. So moving back, bad move, okay. What was this? That's a mistake. You overlooked... Okay, I could have connected the rooks. So I thought about doing the bishop here several times, but I didn't want to block the e-pawn. I guess I'm thinking in terms of if his king is over here, because I need to push my pieces over this way, not try to get some weird thing going. Should have taken with the pawn. Okay, the queen can get attacked, which is what I thought he was going to do. Let me see. What is this? Okay, I eventually do this. I don't see how that's a slip up. I guess it's just breaking down the posiciones. I guess that's it. Let's find out why. Check. So see how the pieces are actually coming to the aid of the queen. What is the follow-up here? That'd be a big question for me. How do you follow up with this? Maybe bringing another player in? Because now I have 1, 2, 3 to his 1, 2, 3. And this would give me a 4. So this is a miss. You see, I was sitting there trying to think how to break down the position. I thought about this, but I was like, oh, I'll just release the hounds over here. The hounds of hell. So I thought this was a good move. It was also opening up the rook. So why is that the move? It's the only good move, it says. Check. Moves the queen back. I guess I'm just cramping his king. And then I can march this pawn up that way. Boom, boom. And he's got some issue with this too. And I've got this over here. Okay. So this is just basic principle stuff. When it comes to attacking the king. So that's a mistake. Should have come forward. Again, I did not do this because I was thinking, oh, he'll do this, and then what will I do? So my thought was attack here. If I push there, I'd love it. He can't do that. If I do this, he does that. Now what? What do I do? And even right now, I have no idea. Like, this is not working for that. So let's find out what in the hell. What are the follow-up moves? So piling up pieces. Sure. He doesn't take because of the pin. That's sexy. But here's my deal. So let's come down this way. I do understand the computer. When I come here, the computer does what? No? It's not what I want. Computer wants this. He moves the king. Okay. I don't see it. Have you guys seen Searching for Bobby Fischer? I don't see it. Like, it's not, granted, I'm running slow today, but it is not working. And I'm sure someone can explain, oh, it's this and this and this and this. I'm saying that I don't see it. So the question is, how do you see it? Is it, okay, maybe I just did see it. If he takes this way, I get his queen. But it took me that long. And in the moment, because I thought about this move, and I was like, oh, yeah, it doesn't work. He'll just take this way, and then he's got this stuff coming at me. I didn't see that if he takes this way, I get his queen. Because of this. Didn't see that. Yeah. So there you go. Big tactics that I'm just missing. Keep going. That's a blunder. Really? That's a blunder? Tying up the queen like that? You permitted to eventually win material. Well. This is a good move. What? I don't understand how that's a good move. That seems like the next move to me. I guess, again, I'm not thinking. So this, let's say I move out. I mean, he just loses the knight. Huh. Well, I'm going to see the follow-up. Check, okay. Pawns up in. It's interesting. I would have taken with the rook, and this is devastating, isn't it? Well, actually, it just says it's equal. But the king's over here, and it's like, how's he gonna get out? Huh. He only had one good move, which is put the rook behind the. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. That's today's day, whatever day I'm on, day 5. Ugh. Peace.